Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 30-week pregnancy update. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I am doing these pregnancy updates for our second baby girl who is coming right now. Well, she's not our she's our second baby, but she's our first girl. We also have a 20-month-old named Logan. Honestly, we are in the stage of loving life right now. These pregnancy updates are a little bit different for my channel. I do post some pregnancy things on here, but mainly I do a lot of meal prepping, food prepping, homemaking type of stuff, organization, and a ton of grocery hauls. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you subscribe before you go. Leave me a comment down below as to why you're watching this video. I'm super curious if you're also pregnant and that's how you found me, or if you just love this channel, and thank you so much if you do. That makes my heart so happy. Okay, so let's start with baby. She is the size of a zucchini or a small puppy. She's 15.7 inches long and it says 2.89 pounds. So basically she's 3 pounds right now. She is the size that Cole was, our big white golden doodle, when he came home to us at 8 weeks old. He was only 3 pounds. He was like the tiniest little thing I've ever seen. So it's crazy that I can actually imagine like how small she is. Even for how small she is super active, especially at night, you guys. When I sit down or relax, especially when I lean back a little bit, I think she feels like she has more space and she just goes wild. Like, I've taken some videos and she's just moving my belly all around and I love it. I love the kicks. That's like one of my favorite parts of pregnancy. I do think that she's head down. I haven't gotten confirmation on that yet. I went in for my 28-week appointment with my doctor and mentioned it to her and she was like, honestly, yeah, she probably is. She is sitting so low. I don't know how she would be sitting that low if she wasn't head down. She loves to kick my lungs, or something's hitting my lungs, because I can feel it immediately. I'll lose like all of my breath, and that's how I know that she's kicking my lungs. I haven't had an ultrasound recently, so I don't have anything to insert for that here, but her heartbeat was around the 140s every single time that we've checked. Weight gain. So I have gained 23 pounds as of 28 weeks. This last weigh-in for me, I gained 8 pounds, when every single other weigh-in I've been gaining 5 or less pounds. So it was a little more than I'd like. So I'm really trying to hone in on my diet a little bit. That being said, like if you're new here, we eat gluten-free, vegan a lot of times. And so I just kind of feel like my body is probably gaining just whatever baby needs. So I'm trying to go with it, but 8 pounds, that was a really big jump for me to see. And it was kind of hard to see, not gonna lie, especially after I lost 60 pounds with Logan. It was just, I don't know, it's hard to see the scale go back up, I'm not gonna lie. But that being said, I do think at 23 pounds as of 28 weeks, we're doing pretty good. Am I in maternity clothes? Girl, yes. I even have my maternity leggings on right now, you can see. They are the only things that are comfy to me. I only have 3 pairs of pants left that are fitting, and it's not warm enough to wear dresses or shorts outside yet, which I would be if I could. And then my shirts, I'm just using regular shirts for now, but I am really dwindling down on what I can actually wear, what actually fits. It'll be interesting to see how much longer I can make it. Only 10 weeks left and I'm trying not to buy any more maternity clothes. Stretch marks, do I have any new ones? I've shared this with you guys over on my Instagram. I have tons of stretch marks and they all came from Logan's pregnancy. I kind of think it's because I started at a higher weight. My body was just like, why are we still growing? But I do have 3 new dots on the bottom of my belly that are from her. They're just dots though, but I've never seen that. They haven't grown into stretch marks yet and I've had them for a few weeks. They're just like little red stretch mark dots instead of like a whole mark, like a tiger stripe. As for sleep, I am doing pretty well with sleep, honestly. I think it's because I am skipping naps. I am not napping during the day. That means I'm really tired at night. Now, last night was kind of an exception. I did not sleep very well because sometimes my vivid dreams keep me up. They actually don't keep me up. They are just so vivid that they're exhausting. And a lot of times they're like really scary for me. They're not usually very happy, vivid dreams. I'm sleeping pretty well for the most part. I usually only need to get up to pee once a night. My hips are starting to hurt a little bit while I'm sleeping. I did have this with Logan as well, but what I have been doing is just putting a pillow in between my legs, a pretty like stiff pillow, not like a super flat pillow, to kind of make sure that my hips are aligned, if that makes sense, while I'm laying on my side. I'm a back sleeper typically, so it's been a little hard to sleep on my side. The best moment of this past week, Logan and his speech is totally exploding. He's talking all the time. I can hear him right now. He's talking to Derek and I just have loved seeing him him grow. And it's crazy to me that like we'll have her in about 2 months. What is he gonna be like in 2 months? That's insane. Like their growth just goes so fast. But I also really am loving feeling her kick so much. She's become very, very active in like the past, I'd say, month, and I am loving it. I feel like I get to know their personality a little bit more as like when they become more active. Do I have any cravings? So if you follow me on Instagram, you know my whole escapade with buying these gluten-free Oreos that took like a week and a half to get to me even after I ordered them. So silly, but I just really wanted to try them. And now I remember why I don't keep junk food like that in the house, because I just eat it so freaking fast. I am having the hardest time at not eating those guys, but I've been loving smoothies. I've really been loving anything lime. I picked up a whole case of lime Spindrift in my last Costco haul, which I'll have that link down below for you if you want to see a Costco haul. But a lot of our meals have included lime this week, and I've been loving it. At night, I have a really bad hankering for sweets, anything sweet, anything candy, and I've been trying to avoid that just because it doesn't feel good to me to lay down after, like right after I've eaten. It all kind of like sits right here, kind of like acid refluxy, and I am not loving veggies right now, to be honest. And I usually love veggies, like cooking them in different ways, and right now they just do not sound good to me. Am I missing anything? Yes, I really want to travel. I've said this to you guys in every single pregnancy update. I really would love to travel. We wanted to do like a Disney World trip with just Logie Bear. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm having to readjust my expectations. So we were planning on buying a home most likely before Sis came. Right now the market is just like not great where we're at. There's usually only about 5 homes in our price range at any given time. All of the people who usually are trying to buy homes, as well as the people who are coming after the low interest rates, are now going after these 5 homes, and homes are going for like $50,000 over asking price. I'm sure where you guys are at, it's probably similar. I've heard a lot of similar stories over on my Instagram. We talked about it the other day. And so I'm kind of like missing this like vision that I had that we were going to be moving into a home before she came. It's not a big deal. Like, we're still very fortunate to have a home, and we'll be fine. We'll eventually find a home. Hopefully the market calms down a little bit soon and more things come on the market. But I'm just having to readjust my expectations. Is she having any movement? Like I mentioned, yes, tons. She is super active. Logan was super active too. I remember in an ultrasound with Logan one time, he was literally running in the ultrasound, and my doctor was like, he's running. And I was like, yeah, well, if you knew his dad, my husband, Derek, who loves to run, I'll spare you that whole story. But I was like, then you would know, like, this is totally typical. And I have a feeling she's doing probably very similar things in there. She's super active. Like I said, she usually has her feet in my lungs. Is there anything making you sick? So in my first trimester, if you guys have not watched my pregnancy updates from then, I had really bad food aversions. I don't really get like nauseous. Well, I get nauseous with the food aversions, but I don't like have morning sickness or anything like that. And I consider myself very lucky to only be dealing with the food aversions. But food aversions are no joke. I feel like I don't have those anymore, even though I'm not loving veggies. I can still eat them and I'm fine. But what's actually making me sick is not drinking enough water. I have been really, really bad about not drinking enough water. And I think it's because I have a toddler this time around and I'm just like running around like crazy and I forget. And then all of a sudden at night is when I remember to drink water, and then I have to be up all night to pee. So then I kind of try to not. Anyways, I just need to get back on drinking water regularly. Gender guess, it's a girl. We already know it's a girl. We confirmed that at the 20-week ultrasound. You guys can go watch my gender reveal. I'll have that link down below for you as well. Am I having any labor signs? So this might surprise you since I'm only 30 weeks, but yes. So the other day I was walking with my friend and we were walking a little too fast. Ended up having 2 contractions while we were out there on a walk. Also, like I said, probably because of dehydration. So I really need to stay on that. I have been better the past few days ever since I noticed that. Because she's sitting so low, and like I said, I think she's head down, I have so much pelvic pressure. I've had this since 26 weeks, and it kind of freaked me out when it first came on because it came on pretty suddenly, and it kind of almost felt like SPD, which is basically where it hurts to like move because your pelvic joint is so loosened for the baby. I realized it's not SPD, thankfully, but anytime that I walk, I'm almost like walking in a waddle. That's how low she is already. And usually, like, at least with Logan's pregnancy, I wasn't walking in a waddle until like 36 weeks on, maybe even a little further, when he really dropped. So it kind of almost feels like to me like she's already dropped. Actually, the other night it was really weird. I was looking in the mirror and realized I have a lot more space between like my breasts and my belly, which is usually like a sign that baby has dropped. And so I don't think she's dropped fully. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's not like fully engaged yet or anything like that. But yeah, I have a feeling she's going to come come a little bit early. My thought is that she will go to full term, but I don't think we're gonna make it to 40 weeks, so we'll see. What am I looking forward to? I'm really looking forward to giving birth, you guys. I am one of those people who loves labor, loves birth, but I think it's because I also had a great experience with Logan. I went in with a really open mind, and I do think that helped. I did chat a little bit about my birth plan over on my Instagram. Basically, my birth plan is I would really like to not get the epidural until much later this time. I got the epidural at 1.5 centimeters last time, but I didn't know that I was 1.5 centimeters. I think that's why I labored for so long. My water ended up breaking and then contractions started, which is a really pretty rare way to go into labor. And my contractions were coming every 45 seconds, which typically means you're ready to push. And so to me, I was like, holy cow, this all happened within the span of like 2 hours. I was like, I need the epidural. What is happening? Like, I just was not prepared for it to happen that way, because my situation was not a situation that I had ever heard before in any of the like labor and delivery books or anybody's labor and delivery stories. So I would really like to wait a lot longer to get the epidural, just so I can move around and kind of be in tune with my body and get her to drop even lower, and therefore like less risk of a C-section, better chance of giving birth vaginally, getting her in the right position. And then I'm gonna kind of play it by ear around 8 centimeters. If I feel like I can still keep going without the epidural, then I'm just gonna give birth unmedicated. If I feel like I need the epidural, then I will get the epidural. So again, kind of going in, keeping my mind open, but I do want to labor at home a lot longer this time. Also, really looking forward to naming her. You guys know, I do have one name in mind that really just keeps sticking out to me that I think will end up being her name as long as she looks like that. But we also have a list of about 5 other names, and this is what we did for Logan as well. And the name that I really wanted to name Logan actually didn't end up being his name. So we're just going in and seeing what she looks like, but I'm really excited to name her. I think that'll be super fun. Can't believe that's coming up in 10 weeks or less. Oh my gosh, I need to get on doing some stuff around here. Really looking forward to seeing her and then seeing how Logan reacts. I know it may not be like the best reaction, but I'm really looking forward to seeing like their bond as they grow up. I think it'll be the most amazing thing ever. Really looking forward to baby wearing. I love baby wearing. I baby wore Logan until he wouldn't let me anymore, which was around like a year when he started getting a lot more mobile. And I'm really looking forward to breastfeeding again. I had a really great experience breastfeeding with Logan. I actually just stopped breastfeeding him at around 18 months. He would have honestly gone longer. I had to wean him. I was completely dried up. I personally feel like mentally I need to just be breastfeeding one baby at a time. Is my belly button in or out? It is in. Are my wedding rings on or off? They are on. And so far I haven't had to take them off, so we're doing well. Happy or moody? I am super happy, super excited, and I'm doing a lot of nesting, which makes me happy as well because I feel like I'm checking things off my to-do list. Actually, today we're gonna be like cleaning out the entire garage and making room for a freezer that we just bought so that I can do a bunch of freezer meal videos for you guys to prepare for postpartum. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps support my channel. Subscribe before you go if any of those videos that I mentioned in the beginning sound interesting to you. I'd love to have you as a part of the family. Make sure you comment down below what's going on with you. Why are you watching this video? I'd love to chat with you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.